Is Hopguard the hidden gem of Varroa mite treatments, or just another natural product that sounds good but doesn't really work? Well, I've been testing it out for the last 3 years, and today we're going to find out if it deserves a spot in your bee yard or in the trash pile. Now, before we get into the pros and the cons of Hopguard, let's go over what it is and how it works. So, what is Hopguard? Hopguard is a mite treatment made from hop beta acids. Yes, it's the same hops used in beer brewing, and it's considered a very soft treatment, meaning it's a more natural option that's less likely to contaminate the wax or honey. So, how does Hopguard work? Hopguard comes in these little brown cardboard strips, and they're soaked in the hop extract. You hang them across the brood frames, and as the bees chew them up and walk over them and just go through their day-to-day life, the hop acid spreads throughout the colony, killing the mites by contact. Now, the label says to use 2 to 4 strips depending on the colony size, and no more than 2 strips per box. You place them about 2 frames apart. And for heavy infestations, you might need more than 1 round of treatment. But like always, read and follow the label instructions completely. Alrighty, now that we know what it is and how it works, let's go over some of the pros of Hopguard. First off, there is no synthetic pesticides. It's one of the gentlest treatments out there, which is a big plus if you're trying to stay that more natural route. Next up is you can use it with supers on, which is a big plus. Now, personally, that's something I reserve for only emergencies or when I see the mite levels are way too high. But it is something you can use with supers. Something else that I really love about it is it's really gentle on the bees. After you put it on, the bees barely seem to notice. No bearding, no strong smell, no major colony disruption. And within a couple of hours, they're back to work like nothing even happened. And that's a huge advantage, especially in smaller colonies. Now, of course, no treatment is perfect, so let's go over a few of the cons. Now, I don't personally have this problem because I use it up really quickly, but it does have a pretty short shelf life, and it expires quickly if it's not stored right. Something else that I have noticed is the effectiveness can vary. Most of the time, it does a really good job, but I've had a few times after using it, and I thought, why are there still so many mites? And of course, there's many reasons besides just the treatment that there could be so many mites. But I always make sure that I double check after using this treatment, so do a mite wash just to make sure. Another thing is, it is pretty messy. Make sure you wear disposable gloves. You can trust me on this one. It'll get all over your hive tool and gloves. And while I was filming this, my cameraman, aka my younger brother, wasn't around for most of it. And I ended up getting it all over my camera gear. So if you guys are liking this video, make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button. My camera gear would definitely thank you. Something else that I have noticed also is that timing can be tricky. It only works by contact, so less brood means better results. That's why the best time to use it is early spring before the supers go on, or late summer fall after the harvest, unless you're in that rare emergency situation during the nectar flow, in which case, put them on. It will work, it's just not going to be as effective. But now, with all of that being said, what does Hopguard get on the bee for you buy scale? Well, I'm changing it up a little bit this week just to try to make it more accurate for every treatment. And so I'm using this 6-factor mite treatment rating. Ease of use, safety for the bees and queens, how well it works, storage and shelf life, cost and value, and the flexibility. And Hopguard gets, for ease of use, a 7 out of 10. Safety for the bees and queen, I give it a 9 out of 10. It's a really safe treatment. How well it works, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. Storage shelf life, I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. Cost and value, it's not too bad. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. And flexibility, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 as well. And with that being said, the average comes out to about 6.75 out of 10. It's not a miracle cure, but it's a good, softer option to rotate in, especially during brood breaks or when you want to avoid hard chemicals. But you guys know how this works. I give you a little bit of the good, a little bit of the bad, and a little bit of my personal experience with it. But now I want to hear from you guys. Have you ever tried Hopguard? Did it work for you? Drop your experience in the comments. I'd love to compare notes. And don't forget to check out my other mite treatment reviews, including Formic Pro. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button. It really helps the channel grow.